Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to Looney Tunes World of Mayhem. In this video, we have a new roadmap to take a look at. We also have an economy update that we're going to briefly look at as well. Lots of cool stuff happening in this game, even an idle mechanic. That'll be interesting. So let's go ahead and look at that. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. Just a quick reminder, all the links to my social media are in the description below, so definitely check that out. Join us on Discord where we're talking about the game, sharing tips, tricks, strategies, and things like that. Just having a good time talking about the game. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. We have the roadmap of Mayhem for December 2021. Things that they're taking a look at that are going to happen relatively quickly, as well as things that are going to happen a little bit later on down the road. So first and foremost, they're saying that their overall goal really is to improve performance. The overall performance here to improve loading times, speed up in-game interactions. So this game feels kind of buggy sometimes. A lot of the screens are very choppy when you go from one screen to another. The loading crashes on me quite a bit. The game crashes. So they understand that there's some issues there. So it's nice to see that they're going to really focus on improving that overall performance. Next, we got the world map here. There's a big change here, it seems. Just kind of taking a look at this. We will be replacing the world with something new and better. Yep, you heard it right. We're working towards removing the world map from the game. Although cute to look at, once players have collected a large number of tunes, it gets pretty busy, resource energy. This is the idle mechanic that they're kind of taking a look at. Don't worry, they've got something in place. The idle system, we're changing from a task-based system to an idle system, which means that you can leave your tunes and forget. They'll keep gathering resources, come back to the game. So that's just, if you're familiar with idle games, you let it kind of accumulate after a certain amount of hours. There's a max number of hours that it will accumulate resources, and then you just tap the game and collect your resources. So it looks like that's the direction they're going for this new world area. So tune pieces and things like that. So that's interesting. I'm very interested to kind of see what that whole looks like. They're adding more slots. So instead of 6 tunes, you're going to be 5 tunes. You're going to have 6 tunes. More rewards. That it says right here, we're seriously bumped up payout, offering up to 2 to 3 times more rewards. The rewards, really, when you do your tunes on task and things like that, the only thing really that you're doing it for is for the tune pieces, because the other rewards in there, like gold and stuff, was like nothing. It really didn't do anything for you. It's those tune pieces that you're really wanting. No need to choose, so you won't have to select a specific reward for each task, as your tune will generate character pieces and relevant tune-up materials simultaneously. So I think that's great. Yes, legendary pieces as well. This is very cool. You'll be able to farm pieces for your legendary tunes. I like that. That is awesome. It makes the game much more free-to-play friendly. All right, so they're still working on a lot of this stuff, so just keep in mind, anything here, subject to change. We don't have a date for this, but we know that it's coming. So still working on that. Keep an eye out for more updates in the future. Economy update 2. This is interesting as well. A lot of changes here. Let's see. We've also released our economy update. We're going to take a look at that in a minute, which goes over store updates, campaign updates, and tune sourcing by game feature. So if we go ahead and take a look at that. They also have an update 3 coming, which we don't have any information on, but take a look at this. Tune sources, teams by feature. So the campaign, so to give you a better understanding of overall picture, we've prepared a handy cheat card for everybody to take a look at. The most notable change is that each feature of the game, like arenas, brawls, towers, will offer a chance to farm those tunes from specific teams. Includes commons, rares, and epics. So if we take a look at this, so from campaign, you're going to be really going for your scouts, house party, scoundrels, boxers. You can see all the different teams assigned to the different areas here. So pretty cool. We have Alliance War coming up in Q2. So that's April, May, June. So just keep an eye on that, where we have lunar and pirate pieces going to be available through Alliance War. The store updates, really the first step is to complete the revamp of our respective feature stores and make sure that they offer the relevant tunes, more relevant tunes. Each store will be updated following the chart above. So these are the stores, right? Maybe it's more than the stores here as you're going through the campaign. We're going to talk about campaign and tune sourcing here in a minute. But the stores are going to reflect this right here, which I think is very, very cool. Stores will now also have a rotation to support the larger selection, but you will also be able to make progress on any tune every day using the find flow. So that'll be pretty cool. All right, next. The campaign overall, really kind of want to dive into this a little bit. Marvin's Invasion is getting a serious revamp here. It looks like that they're really focused on making this a viable source for new players to really start building up their teams, and also be including a large amount of OG tunes to farm. Looking out for Marvin's Invasion's overhaul in the coming weeks, so that looks like it's something that's going to happen relatively quickly. The campaign will see further work in our next economy update, so that's going to be update 3, as we'll also be looking to make them a continuous source for regional materials, so stay tuned. That's what I like too. The campaign, how it hasn't really been used for anything. You go through it once, you really don't go back again. There's very few instances where you'd really want to go back to the campaign. But in typical games, these gacha games and things like that, you use the campaign to farm certain resources. I like that they're moving in that direction. It's very, very cool. So we hope these updates will give you a clear picture, a clear path to earn and complete teams at your own pace, while also making some classic fan favorites a bit more available. We'd also like to thank the community for their continuous feedback. Feedback is great. Love the fact that they are taking a lot of the feedback and making the changes that they feel are necessary to the game. Some of the stuff may happen slow, just because a lot of these things, I'm sure, take a lot of effort on the back end. But it's very cool to see a lot of these economy updates. I think this is going to be really cool. I think it's going to be great for the game, and I think it's going to energize the game. Economy update 3 right here is all about tune-up materials. Starting next year, we'll also be working on our 3rd economy update, focusing on tune-up materials. But as a first step to help address the tune-up economy, daily challenges will have 3 extra difficulty levels to allow for extra layer of challenge. So right now we've been stuck at the same number of challenges or battles for the challenges. Now we're going to get some additional levels there, some additional battles there, so we can get some additional rewards. I think that's good. New teams confirmed. Now something's missing here. But taking a look at these new teams that we have coming up, February we have the Heartthrob team. You can see who we have there. Playboy Penguin, very cool. That we're going to see him. Tuxedo Bugs. We got some teams of the Hunter and Holiday who are going to move over into the Heartthrob team. You have Prehistoric team here, which I think is cool. Casper Caveman. I'm not sure who that is. I'm going to have to Google or something. If somebody knows, let me know in the description. I'm not familiar with Casper, unless it's... And then in March, we have Wartime, the Wartime team with these characters here, with these tunes here. What I'm not seeing here, though, is I'm not seeing the Lunar team. We've got a new Lunar Holiday coming up. Isn't that February or March? I'm going to have to double check, but I think it's sometime in this time frame, and there was no mention of the 4th Lunar tune. Really excited to find out who the heck this is, because we have 3 Lunar tunes now. We need the 4th so we can make a full team there, a full Lunar team. It's been taking 4 years. It's 4 years in the making, and they don't say anything about it. So hopefully we'll get some information on that. All right. That is what we have for the update. Lots of cool stuff coming. Again, I like where they're going. I like that idle aspect. I like that they're changing the whole world map screen and making things just a little bit more easier, more quality of life features, and more ways to source materials that you need in order to tune up your tunes. All right, everybody, very excited. What do you think of this update? Is this good? Are you excited for this? And if you're not playing the game, if you left the game, does this make you want to come back to the game, get caught up before all this stuff comes out so you can see a lot of the cool stuff? We've got that Alliance R&D coming up next week, which is exciting. Looking forward to that. That is a very fun mode. If you haven't seen my video on that, I do have one in the very early stages of it. They're about ready to wrap that up if they haven't already. Because again, that's launching next week, so I think it's going to be cool. All right, everybody, that is what I had for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.